Ooh, sorry. I mean, I am as shocked as you.
Don't be sad. This is just how it works out sometimes.
Hey guys, Stan here, and today DICE and EA shared some huge updates on Battlefield 2042. Let's start with the Season 1 update. DICE shared today on all communication channels their plans for the Season 1 content. They wrote, "You've waited patiently to hear from us on what we're doing to address the issues with Battlefield 2042 that you have told us about and the direction you can expect to see us take in the months ahead. Today we are stating our team's commitment to bring the game up to the highest standards that we hold for the franchise. We have heard you. So we are heavily invested and committed to the future of Battlefield 2042, working on taking action on multiple fronts to address feedback and implement extensive fixes to the game, key features that are important to you, and getting team play where it needs to be." They also go on to share, "We have made some big decisions to ensure that our next set of updates can be focused on delivering these improvements, with the most substantial one being the move to the release date of the first season to early summer. This decision gives us time to focus on improving the Battlefield 2042 experience while finalizing the development of our seasonal content to ensure that it reaches our standard of quality." Now, early summer is a bit shocking as that is 4 to 6 months away. They're not super clear on exactly when the release is, but I'm pretty concerned considering we already have been starving for content. In their update, they then go on to share some information about updates they're going to be making to the scoreboard, some additional details around voice communications across platforms, as well as updates to player profile. I won't read through all of those, but I'll put a link in the description for the full statement. They then go on to say, when Season 1 arrives in early summer, it will mark the start of a year where we'll deliver 4 seasons, 4 new specialists, and new locations along with more completely new content. We know that this release is later than anticipated for many of you that purchased the Year 1 Pass as part of the Gold and Ultimate Editions. Yeah, to acknowledge and thank you for your patience and continued support, those players will receive an exclusive bundle containing a specialist skin, weapon and vehicle skins, a melee weapon, and player card, all to be delivered in the next update. And here's a snapshot of what they're sharing to us. A little underwhelming to say the least, not to mention it's just a few cosmetics, but I guess we'll take that. And then later in the day, EA actually released their earnings and had some interesting things to say about Battlefield 2042, and I'll read those here. The launch of Battlefield 2042 did not meet expectations. Battlefield 2042 was always an ambitious game, and our team's push to innovate in many dimensions, including massive scale and 128 player matches, new modes, new dynamic gameplay, and more. Developing this game without teams working from home for only 2 years ultimately proved to be challenging. Throughout the process of testing and preparation, we believed the experience was ready to be put in our players' hands. They then continued to share, "We launched with strong stability. However, as more players experienced the full game, it became clear with an unanticipated performance issues that we would need to address. Some of the design choices we made also didn't resonate with everyone in our community. We are fully committed to realizing the full potential of this game and fully committed to our Battlefield fans." So while that was a huge update and a huge step in the right direction for sharing communication, I am impressed that they actually admit there was a problem. I think the first step to resolving the issues with Battlefield 2042 do start with admitting it is not where we need it to be, and there's a lot of expectations with the Battlefield community that are not being met with the current build. I am happy to see they are communicating some idea on timing. However, the early summer aspect is a bit concerning as that's 4 to 6 months out. Right now, I am concerned about the player base. We're starving for content. A lot of us have gone back to Battlefield 5 and having a much better experience. I'm concerned 4 to 6 months from now, there won't be a community to play this, so they're really going to have to step up their game. I'm cautiously optimistic, and hopefully this is a reinvent. In a year from now, we look back and say, this is an amazing game, but there are some core elements that are deeply missing within the Battlefield experience. I'm hopeful we'll see better communication going forward and updates that are meaningful for the community. However, I'm a bit concerned about the lead time to get new content. And with that, thanks for sticking around, and we'll see you in the next one.
Our troops are securing Foxtrot 1.
Attention.
was something, right?
All forces